She talk a black, and this is Georgia Guidestones. I don't know why I keep calling it Florida. It's the Georgia Guidestones. It says, maintain humanity under however many, what is this, 500 million, and perpetual balance with nature. So this is what they're doing. They're going to be doing even more. Guides reproduction wisely, improving fitness and diversity. Now, guide reproduction wisely. Them just like the Church of Scientology, you know, they have you to get abortions, and they can make it seem like it is a wise rule. So in a sense of a way, they're guiding reproduction, and to say, you know, not to have babies. But when I first read this, I thought the laws were okay except for this one. But now I'm starting to actually comprehend them, because to me this is a different language also. And it says, guide reproduction wisely, improving fitness and diversity. Unify humanity with a living new language. Now, when I was listening to some of the videos, and they were giving me information, you know, on the marriage between Islam and Scientology. They would have little clips of Farrakhan speaking, and then they would say, see, he's changing the language, and he's beginning to use Scientology language. And I said, the Georgia Guidestones. And now you rule passion, faith, tradition, and all things with tempered reason. Protect people and nations with fair laws and just courts. These things are not there. Let all nations rule internally, resolving external disputes in a world court. See, so I thought that all these things were like positive, except for this one. And I thought that guiding reproduction wisely, you know, is to, you know, like be on the calendar to know your cycle, you know, instead of using birth control or whatever. You know, I just looked at it, this stuff, as though these words were positive. But now I see what this means. And I see what this means. And I see what number 3 means, you know. And I see what this means. Avoid petty laws and useless officials. And this is what the Church of Scientology does. They do avoid petty laws and useless officials, because they feel that the laws, really, it's the laws of man. It's not the law of the land. Most people go by the law of man. So the Church of Scientology also feels like the law of the land are petty laws. They also feel like the law of man are petty laws. All the officials, they feel that they are useless. Here's United Snakes in the CIA. Yeah, so I'm still kind of baffled by the rest, because it seemed to be so positive until I got into finding out that L. Ron Hubbard is actually R.C. Christian. He has balanced personal rights with social duties. Praise true broody love, seeking harmony with the infinite. No, prize. That's not praise. That's prize truth. But who's to say what is truth? You know, like I listen to, you know, these people who are not into religion and all this. but they still appear to me to be into religion, because it's like if you don't think the way they think, or you don't believe the way they believe, or you don't say, everything you say is not true, everything you say is not real, then they kind of like bite your head off. Or even if you ask certain questions, they will bite your head off. So there's still like a form of a religion to me, a form of a church. Because I'll go for melanated people to say this. The melanated ones, they're not into church or religion. Some are into a God, but they are not for church and religion. But they sit and they say, oh, our culture is to do this, our culture is to do that. And if you say, well, that part right there is not part of my culture, then they will bite your head off. Like, everyone is like, oh, if you don't say you're from Africa, you're this, and that. But I don't say I'm from Africa, because the land that I'm from was not called Africa. And Africa means I fuck her, or I free her. And the guy died, so he could never free her. And it was a pink Italian guy that named that land Africa. So I'm not an African, but yet I'll get my head to it all. But that's their truth. My culture is not your culture. My truth is not your truth, because my truth deals with me. And maybe you were not part of the tribe I'm from. Maybe you were from another tribe, so your culture will be somewhat different from mine. However, melanated ones, although our cultures were different, we still got along with each other, and we did not go to war. My son is here. Shitoka out.